Hello there, and a very warm welcome to all my incredible language learners around the globe. This is Sarah, and you are tuned into the English Beat. This is the place where we find the rhythm in the language and the science in the study. I am so thrilled you are here today, because what we are going to discuss isn't just a simple tip. This is a game changer. We are talking about the ultimate English learning shortcut. Now, before you think, Sarah, what wild idea have you cooked up now? Just take a deep breath with me. Go on a nice, slow inhale and a gentle exhale. Feel that? That is the feeling of calm. That is the feeling of possibility. Because today, we are talking about downloading English into your brain while you sleep using the power of binaural beats. Yes, you heard me right. Sleeping. The one activity we all love and often feel a little bit guilty about when we think we should be studying. Well, guess what? Those days are over. What if I told you that your most productive English learning hours could actually be while you are dreaming of flying, or perhaps running away from a giant, talking piece of broccoli? Yes, even then. Now, you might be thinking, is this magic? Is this science fiction? Am I going to wake up speaking like a Shakespearean actor? While I cannot promise you will be reciting sonnets by sunrise, I can promise that by the end of this episode, you will have a clear, actionable path to supercharge your English journey simply by embracing your subconscious mind. This isn't about replacing your active study. Active study is the foundation, but this is about massively enhancing it. Imagine waking up feeling more familiar with English words, with grammar structures, and with pronunciation, without having lifted a single finger while you were resting. It sounds like a dream, right? But how? How do we hack our brains for effortless English? The answer lies in something fascinating called binaural beats. And do not worry if that sounds technical. We are going to break it down into simple, easy pieces. No complicated jargon, just clear, practical info you can use starting tonight. Before we dive deep, I want you to think about your biggest struggle with English. Is it vocabulary? Is it the fear of speaking? Or maybe just finding the time? Keep that in mind, because this method could be your missing puzzle piece. So, let's talk science in a very friendly way. Imagine you have two different sounds playing into each of your ears. For example, a slightly different frequency in the left than in the right. Your brain, being the incredible supercomputer it is, creates a third tone to bridge the gap. This is the binaural beat. This beat isn't just a sound. It is a signal that causes your brainwaves to synchronize. It is like your brain starts to hum along with the music. Your brain operates at different speeds. When you are alert, you are in a beta state. When you relax, you move to alpha. But when you drift into sleep, you enter theta and delta states. And here is the magic for us at the English Beat. These deep states are the brain's download mode. When you listen to these beats before and during sleep, you are priming your brain to be a sponge. You are creating the perfect environment to absorb English vocabulary and grammar patterns while your conscious mind is off duty. It is like setting your brain to installing update mode. Let's get practical. How do you actually do this? Step 1 is the tools. You need headphones. This is a must because binaural beats require stereo sound to work. Make sure they are comfortable. If they hurt your ears, you won't sleep, and we need you to sleep. Step 2 is your audio. You need 2 layers. One layer is the binaural beats, usually labeled as theta or delta waves for sleep. The second layer is your English content. This could be vocabulary lists, short stories, or even affirmations. Step 3 is the volume. This is the most important part. The English audio should be played at a very, very low volume. It should be so quiet that if you were wide awake, you could barely hear it. It should be like a whisper in the background. The idea is to let it reach your subconscious without waking you up. Some people ask me, Sarah, is this really effective? Think of it like a song you hear in a shopping mall. You aren't trying to learn the lyrics, but after a few weeks, you find yourself humming the melody. That is subconscious integration. When you do your normal English study during the day, your brain will recognize the sounds from the night before. Everything will start to click much faster. Now, let's have a little fun. Imagine you start dreaming in English. Maybe you find yourself giving a speech to a stadium full of fluffy purple squirrels. If that happens, tell me in the comments. It means the English is getting in there. But remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You won't be fluent in one night. It takes consistency. Try this for 2 weeks. Make it part of your nightly routine. Dim the lights, put away your phone, and let the English beat take over while you rest. Is it safe? Yes, for most people it is perfectly safe and very relaxing. However, if you have a history of seizures or wear a pacemaker, please check with your doctor first. And obviously, never listen to sleep beats while driving. I truly believe that learning English should be a journey of joy, not just hard work. You are already doing a great job by being here. By using your sleep time wisely, you are simply giving yourself the gift of faster progress. So, tonight, I want you to try it. Find a calming track, set your English audio to a whisper, and let your brain do the heavy lifting while you dream. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the English Beat and join our community of smart learners. I am Sarah, and I believe in you. Sweet dreams and happy learning.